Hello folks, this is Steve AB4EL. I got my coat on because I just came in from working outside. I did that video where I was making headroom under that tree I've been nursing out there for the last 10 years. Well, there were two big ones I couldn't throw on the pile, sawed off branches, and I just came back from doing that. Remember, I'm really old. I only managed to get a little bit done. And I thanked some big, in between that video and now, some big branches rotting from the big tree there fell. Some of them were sticking in the ground. It's a good thing I wasn't standing there when they decided to fly to Earth. Anyway, let's get on with it. So nothing in this episode is a promotion nor is a recommendation. I'm going to switch between two computers. So I'm looking at one of the channels I look at, Bleeping Computer. And right now, Sunday, start of Daylight Savings Time, 2024, the 10th of March. I haven't seen the first stars yet. Some of you will understand that. Here's an article. Our favorite channel watcher site stops let me just show you the headline. My favorite web destination stops recommending videos when signed out of the most incredible search engine. Posted 6:16 p.m. March 10th. It's a little more than an hour later. So this is really cutting edge, up to date something. That favorite video site is no longer showing. Why don't I actually say it? Because they don't like people to talk about them. And my last experience is they say there are comments that don't break any rules, but they're not going to let you see them or post any. And it used to be that if you waited about all of 24 hours, they would forget about it. But my last experience a couple of months ago was it was over a week. They were monitoring, and then they gave up. I'll put a link to that one so that you understand what I'm talking about. So my favorite video site is no longer showing recommended videos to users logged out from their super user account or using incognito mode, making people concerned they're being bullied. Bullied, that's the word, into always being signed into the service. Now, I've told you that they know me by the different machines I'm on, and they're actually serviced by different data centers. I told you that in the past. So let's look at the home page right now if you wanted to watch some videos. This is what it looks like for me on this machine right now. Now think what I just read to you. Okay. Now I'm going to switch to the other machine that I use for publishing, just for a few moments. Let's switch. And there's the home page. Look at all those video recommendations. Aren't they something? Not signed in. There's a setting that you can use that they'll take you to, but I And now, how long has it been like this? A couple of days. All right? You're seeing it. This is the home page of that wonderful video place. This is what they're showing me. And this suddenly started to happen a couple of days ago. All right, now let's go back to the other machine. I'm getting desolate here. Let's go over there now. Okay, we're back. And if you look at the videos like this one right here about ICOM, you can tell that they sort of know who I am, right? So let's go back to the Bleeping Computer article. The change, which is now rolling out, shows a simple homepage without any videos or tips as to what to watch. But even in incognito mode or whether logged in, not logged in, that huge web giant would still show you video suggestions before a couple of days ago. I didn't change anything. Just all of a sudden, it was whiteboard a couple of days ago. Just whiteboard. Not on this machine, on that other one. It hasn't caught up with this machine yet. Now, let me continue reading. Now users see a message, get started. You saw it. And start, blah, blah, blah. But let's scroll down a little further. In multiple tests conducted by Bleeping Computer on different computers, see, they anticipated what I do naturally. Shows you that I'm still, as old as I am, pretty good at this stuff. I showed you 2 different machines. I told you they are serviced by different data centers because we observe in multiple tests conducted by Bleeping Computer on different computers. We observed that even when we search for something on that magnificent video site, it doesn't show any suggestions, and we keep seeing the message to watch more videos, meaning sign in. Some people think that that world-dominant video channel is being pushy about this, trying to make users turn on their history settings. Okay, now let me switch back to that other machine for a moment. Okay, we're there now. When this suddenly went blank a couple of days ago, you notice that it says update settings. Somewhere in your browser, even without being logged in, there appears to be a setting that will improve the recommendations. And what I did was, I did click on this, and it gets more specific about where to look in your browser. And I went in and made sure it was turned off for sure. That was several days ago. I'm just showing this in case you want to knuckle under. Now, when I actually log in as myself on my channel, do they offer me recommendations? Yes. Yes. So it's very much in step with what we're reading in that article. So with that said, and this shown, let's switch back. All right? And now we're back to this cutting edge article. Well, we're at the end of the article. It's a short article. Now wait a minute, I think there was a comment. Somebody said, right after this was published, this is not new, and I saw them doing this from months ago. In fact, I'll see if I can find it and put a link. I reported this experiment, their first trial of it, about a year ago. Yep, they did it about a year ago. And what I said in that video, if I remember correctly, was don't bother touching anything. It'll wear off after 3 or 4 days of them using you as a guinea pig. Because that's what happened to me. I didn't change any settings. I just let it be. They had that stuff there about you need to this and that, and I didn't do anything. And after a couple of days, they stopped using me as a lab rat. And it went back to normal without me touching anything. Now, as the article suggests, they're not doing it to everyone. Now, what I did is I went up there and I clicked on sign in. You've been seeing this, haven't you? Off and on. This is part of the same charade. Back in the end of last year, a lot of these big companies on the web started letting tens of thousands, literally, of their excess geniuses, software engineers of various kinds and various talents, letting them go to in Britain it would be called the labor exchange, to collect on the dole for a while. I'm using Brit terminology. And if you're a creator, you would have noticed that instead of twice a week them having some update video about the next incredible feature, it came down to like one a month. Because they kind of wiped out all of that excess talent that was bothering us twice a week with the new incredible. And now they've gotten some of their older staff shift over that aren't, I presume, suitable to work on AI. And that's sort of speeding up again. See, I'm just rambling. I watch this stuff. They're not fooling anybody. The other thing that is persistent let's just think of something. Daylight savings. Let's go to Wikipedia. I was hoping that what they would do is they have this other thing they've gotten persistent about. Don't you want to log into your account in order for us to help you do safe browsing? You mean the search engine gives me stuff that's dangerous? And what was the other thing? Oh yeah. Let's try. Let's try to find a vitamin. Vitamin D supplement. They've been bothering me lately with this pop-up saying, would you like us to give you something that is specific to your location, and they keep popping this thing up. Why they do it? It's irritating. See, I'm ranting. What I'm saying to you is that I'm gonna have to blurb that. The Bleeping Computer article only touches on one particular thing. In fact, there's like a half a dozen things that they're simultaneously trying to barrage us with. So what I'll do is I'll say where. I did that to see if they would see I can do the things to know near me. I was hoping they would show that irritating pop-up. Have you seen it? Put it in the comments. Isn't it irritating? Anyway, if you haven't seen it, I'm alerting you. I'm ahead of even Bleeping Computer. They're just narrow vision. I just gave you the comprehensive picture. That's why they used to pay me the big money when I worked for that internationally known, internationally operating IT company long, long ago before I retired. Steve Amy Porio. Just ranting and having fun. Saying see you in 73.